Oregon was the youngest team in college football in 2020, so it would only make sense that they're going to get better in 2021. They were 4-3 last year. They did win the Pac-12 championship despite the 2 losses during the regular season, the other loss coming to Iowa State. But they really shouldn't have been in the Pac-12 championship game. Of course, Washington wasn't able to play, so that was just last year was just a mess, especially in the Pac-12. So we look ahead to 2021. Will this team be better? Will they be worse? They got hit hard with opt-outs last year. They had, I think, at least 4 guys, very good players that opted out last season. So you look ahead to 2021 and you think maybe that was a good thing. Maybe that was good to get some of these younger guys some playing time that maybe would not have played otherwise. And I think that does set them up really well. You look at that quarterback spot for them. Tyler Shuck played and was the starter most of the year last year. But he transferred out. Anthony Brown looked pretty good at the end of the season. He has experience. Remember, he comes from Boston College where he was a starting quarterback, a dual threat guy, and a guy that's probably going to be their starting quarterback this year. I think it's going to be a competition probably until the fall. I doubt they name a starter this spring. But again, I think Anthony Brown probably will win that job. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the guys already on the roster. I don't think they have anyone that necessarily is a big time star or anything like that. But you look at Ty Thompson coming in, a 4-star quarterback, the number 4 pro style quarterback in the country in this class. So he's a guy that maybe could challenge. And again, it's good to have competition. Anthony Brown, though, again, probably the guy. Running back, you've got Travis Dye and CJ Verdell both coming back, so they'll have that 1-2 punch there. At wide receiver, they don't lose anything. Everyone coming back. Johnny Johnson was a senior. He will be back this year. That is great news for them. You got the extra year of eligibility this season. Jalen Redd, another senior that is coming back. So you're talking about 2 guys that could have left and in a normal year would have left, both coming back. Also, Micah Pittman, guy that I think has a chance to be a star in the future. He'll be coming back. But Redd and Johnson, big to get those 2 guys back. And then you look at the rest of if you just go through the rest of the list here of wide receivers, everybody else coming back as well. They don't lose anyone. So they should be loaded at wide receiver. Tight end looks really good as well. Cam McCormick, he's going to come back. He was a senior. DJ Johnson will be back. They do lose Hunter Kampmoyer. He was probably their best tight end last year. He's going to be gone. So really, you're talking about outside of Shuck, really losing 1 tight end. That's about it. Great news for Oregon. Then you go to the offensive line. No starters will be gone. Everyone will be coming back. And offensively, Oregon has a chance, I think, to be much, much better if that quarterback spot is good for them. If Anthony Brown can play well, or whoever winds up winning that quarterback job, the offense for Oregon should be really, really good next year. And I mean really good. Then you go to the defensive side of the ball. They don't lose a whole lot. On the defensive line, yes, Austin Falou is gone. Jordan Scott gone. 2 starters, 2 really good players. But Kayvon Thibodeau, he will be back. We're talking about maybe the best defensive end in the country in 2021. Needs some help. Needs some guys to step up and help him on that defensive line. Because if teams just double team him all the time, that's going to hurt him a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see if anyone can emerge on that defensive line to go along with Thibodeau. Then you go to the linebackers. MJ Cunningham transferred, not a big deal at all. Samson Niu, he was an opt-out last year. He's going to be back. And then Drew Mathis, he was a senior. He'll be returning. You got Noah Sewell back, Justin Flo, 5-star recruit, Adrian Jackson back. I mean, the list goes on and on and on at linebacker. They are loaded there. And then in the secondary, looking pretty good there as well. Demador Lenore, he was a senior. He's going to be gone. You lose him. You also lose Nick Pickett, another senior. Jordan Happel, a senior, that will be coming back. And the majority of this secondary will be coming back. Michael Wright, a guy that has become really a star in the secondary. He'll be returning. Dante Manning, Jamal Hill, corners, so they're going to be set there. And then at safety, you got Vernon McKinley, Bennett Williams, transfer, who has experience. They look to be in good shape there as well. So I would look at this entire roster and say, the quarterback spot maybe is a question mark for them. What are they going to get out of their starter there? And then the defensive line outside of Thibodeau, they need to figure out who's going to help him out. But other than those 2 things, Oregon is in great shape, so I think this team absolutely will be better in 2021. They are the clear front runner in the Pac-12, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to stop them. Are they a playoff contender? I don't know that they're going to be one of the best 4 teams. If Anthony Brown goes out there and is a star at quarterback, this could be a top 4 team. But I don't know that they're a top 4 team without that happening. But I think they have a chance to get to the college football playoff just because of the fact that the Pac-12 is going to be down. I shouldn't say they're going to be down. The Pac-12 is not going to be that strong this year. They obviously have not been very strong for a while. They're going to have a chance to win every game in the Pac-12. Their biggest test will be that game against Ohio State. If they can somehow win that game, yeah, you're going to talk about Oregon as a potential team in the college football playoff. But regardless of that, I think with all this youth, all this talent coming back, Oregon will 100% be better in 2021.